does the check engine light come on? So the light is actually just reading data, okay? So what happens is your computer, your ECM or your PCM, is actually reading a sensor that something is wrong in the system, okay? So we're gonna talk about spark plugs. So, everyone's had a misfire, everyone's been through that, okay? So, for example, a code like P0300 or P0301, P0302, P0303, or P0304. So P0300 is multiple random cylinder misfire. P0301 means cylinder number 1 is misfiring. So for example, if you have a check engine light and you pull the code and it says P0301, that means cylinder 1 is outside of its allowed data range, okay? So if it's supposed to be within the circuit of 5 and 10, but it's reading at 11, 12, 13, or 1, 2, 3, 4, it's outside of the allowed range, okay? So it's automatically going to shoot a signal to the computer, and the computer is going to realize that there's something wrong with that system, and then it's going to trigger that light. So it's going to say, hey, look, there's something wrong with cylinder number 1 or the related system, okay? So P0301 means something is wrong with cylinder number 1. Doesn't mean specifically spark plugs. That's why you have to do testing and all that stuff. But the check engine light, all it does is read data. If the data is within the guidelines it's supposed to be in, then everything's fine. If the data is outside of the guidelines where it's supposed to be in, then the light will trigger. So I hope that simplifies on why the light comes on. It comes on because of the data is outside of its allowed range. So remember that when a